For the Student Art Critic video project, I decided to attend the Getty Center in Los Angeles, California. I had an amazing time seeing all of the breathtaking works of art on display. There was so much variety in the pieces shown, as there were many different styles on display, as well as art from several different time periods. There were a plethora of art pieces I viewed at the Getty that strongly provoked deep thought and emotion within me, but there were two pieces that significantly stood out to me. The first art piece I will be talking about is the 19th century oil painting titled Irises. This painting was created by the famous Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh during the month of May in the year of 1889. Vincent van Gogh, who was alive from March 30th, 1853 to July 29th, 1890, is well known for his unique oil paintings and emotionally provocative pieces. Vincent van Gogh had a troubled soul and was a mentally burdened man. In fact, a journal article from Springer Nature explains that there is a high probability that Vincent van Gogh struggled with having to deal with several mental disorders at the same time. One of these mental disorders was a sort of bipolar mood disorder, and another was likely borderline personality disorder. He also suffered from depression as well as from alcohol addiction, which made him suffer both mentally and physically, as his alcohol misuse had caused him to become extremely malnourished. His disturbed emotional states were persistently conveyed within his work, as seen in the painting titled Irises. When Vincent van Gogh painted these flowers in May 1889, he was staying in a mental asylum in Saint Remy, France. This painting was one of his first pieces from the 130 paintings he created during his stay there. Van Gogh painted irises from flowers he was inspired by within the garden that was in the mental asylum he was staying at. I find this piece very moving and pleasing to look at. I go into deep thought when I look at these irises painted by Vincent van Gogh. I believe that the use of a bold blue color really adds to the emotion of this piece. Although the blue is very vibrant and loud, I feel that the tone adds a melancholic aspect to the piece. I've typically seen irises being purple, so I think the use of this tone of blue was very purposeful. The deep blue gives me a calming but gloomy feeling. This gloomy feeling is heightened by the way the flowers are painted drooping down. The petals of the irises on each flower in this painting are mostly falling in the direction of the ground. To me, I feel like this may be expressing how Van Gogh himself felt down and sad when he created this piece. Even though the flowers are beautiful and outside in the sunlight, they seem to me like they are in the dark. Furthermore, I also like how the use of direction adds to this piece. The leaves and flowers are mostly leaning towards the left side of this piece, but some are in different directions, and some of the leaves are squiggly. The use of movement in the flowers and their leaves kind of makes it look as though the irises are dancing, but to me, this dance seems more like one of a sad beat. I do not perceive the flowers dancing to an upbeat rhythm, but rather instead to a slow, sorrowful tune. I think the way the flowers are shown in this manner really translates a message of the beauty that exists within pain. Even though I derive feelings of low spirits from this painting, I also see that it is undoubtedly beautiful. The beauty within the pain translates to a feeling of tranquility to me. It is as though there is great comfort within the state of depression. I feel that the use of blank space in the bottom left of this painting also adds a lot of meaning to its meaning for me. The entire frame is filled except for that one space where there is only dirt. To me, this represents some kind of unfilled void. The second art piece that greatly stood out to me from my visit to the Getty was a painting titled Woman with a Cat. This piece was painted by Max Lieberman in the year of 1878. Max Liebermann is a notable artist who redefined the modern art culture of Germany within his impressionistic style of painting and printmaking at the turn of the 20th century. Liebermann inspired many artists with his novel techniques and unique approach to art. I find Liebermann's painting titled Woman with a Cat very interesting and pleasing. This painting makes me feel warm inside and makes me feel safe. My heart feels warmed and I feel a sense of love when I look at this painting. I especially connect with it since I have a cat who means the entire world to me. I connect with this painting very deeply as I am also a woman with a cat. I live away from my family with only my cat who is my companion. She makes me feel like I am not alone. The woman in this painting clearly has a deep connection with her cat. I feel a strong sense of a close relationship and a feeling of togetherness when I look at the woman in this painting who has her cat in her lap. I love how the woman is hugging the cat who is hugging her back. The use of color in this painting greatly contributes to the warm feeling it provides. Warm beige, yellow, and brown tones that have hints of red all give this painting a quiet, mellow feel. The way that Liebermann positions the woman also adds to the heartwarming aspect of this painting. The woman is shown embracing the cat in a very motherly manner. The way she's holding the cat while sitting on a rocking chair looks a lot like how a mother would hold their baby or how a grandmother would hold their child. It is as though the cat is a child to this elderly woman, which makes great sense to me since I love my cat as if she were my own child. Furthermore, the tranquility and quietness within this painting is emphasized by how there is not much going on in the painting to distract from the subject. There's no distracting background, just the brick wall and floor surrounding this woman and her cat. The empty space contributes to this photo as it shines a light more on the woman and the cat and creates a very quiet, peaceful tone that is free of distractions. Overall, I had an amazing time visiting the Getty Museum and analyzing all of the magnificent art pieces they had on display there. Discussing my thoughts on two of my favorite pieces they had on display at the Getty has been a huge pleasure. Thank you.